this kind of a role on Netflix, I think it can't get bigger than this for me.
औरतें ही हीरो होती थी टेलीविजन में. मुझे लगता था यार फिल्मों में जितना औरतों को साइडलाइन किया उतना यहाँ पर आदमियों को साइडलाइन कर दिया.
Correct.
फिर ओटीटी में आया तो मैं बोला चलो अब जरा मर्दों का
जमाना
वापस.
आया.
लेकिन यहाँ पर भी वापस औरतें आ रही हैं यार.
We reach out to our mothers when our lives fall apart. But what about a mother, a Mai, when her life falls apart because of her child? Let's talk to Sakshi and Vivek as they present us with Mai on Netflix. Hi, guys.
Hi, Ankita. Hello.
Hello.
The first thought on watching the trailer was that was it. I was a little shocked. I was a little shocked for the sake that I'll start with you, Sakshi. We have seen you, of course, taking up all roles as a role of a wife, a mother on the small screen. But this mother, this Mai, is out to avenge loss of a child. How you process such kind of dark role coming from you, somebody with this benevolent smile always, to do something as dark, as gritty on screen? What was your first thought when Sheel Chaudhary came your way?
I think it was the journey of the character. When the character was narrated to me, when the story was narrated to me, it was the journey of that mother from being meek to merciless that actually excited me the most, because this was something I had never done before. I have done characters that were strong in their own way, but this was something which I had never explored. And it was an author-backed role, of course. So I wanted to give it all I have. As an actor, how often do you get opportunities like this where you get to do something which is quite in contrast of the person you are? And like you rightly said, even I was quite shocked that I was being offered that, and I was not sure. I was like, guys, I mean, are they serious that they want me to do this? But I'm glad that, after the mock shoot and after the workshops, they thought that I can pull it off. And for me, it was like that one chance where I was like, okay, I'm going to just, give all I have for every scene, because it has come at a stage in my career and in my life where it's not just about visibility, or it's not just about the money that you get out of it. It's for the sheer joy of being able to enjoy your craft or take it to another level. And that was for me this opportunity to do Sheel Chaudhary.
Vivek, what about you? When we have roles, like when Sakshi is in the central, even in the title as the primary character, how it puts your role into the fulcrum? How do you said yes to this one? That
For me, the first thing was it's from Netflix. So, I mean, that is a no-brainer. You do it because you get watched by so much
the
a bigger
visibility,
audience.
as she said,
It's
yeah.
the world is your audience, And then it was Clean Slate Films, which was, Anushka's company, which have made some very good products before, which I had watched, and her brother. And then it was a chance to work with her. So I knew that, it was a project which will get that level of audience which you firstly want as a actor. You want people to watch your product. A lot of times you do products which you might do no matter how good a job. If people don't watch it, it doesn't matter. It's like it never happened. And then when I met Atul and Anshay, Atul, our show's creator and writer, and Anshay, our director, that was like the icing on the cake. The whole experience of working here was so good that I actually learned so much as an actor. It really improved my craft. I'm so grateful for this experience, really.
Sakshi, does this fear comes to you that, as we were speaking about the image with you, the Parvati has stayed for so long, that will people ever be able to separate you from that character? There are very few characters, I think, in our entertainment industry where people are still known with the names of the character they have portrayed. Yours is one such. I don't think my mother will ever get to know your name.
I'm
She-
sure.
she's very well acquainted with Parvati, and she prefers to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Do you think that a role like Mai is also a subconscious choice deep down to, I wouldn't say like distance yourself from that part, but to make the world see the other avenues as an artist you have to offer?
See, I've been around for 20 years now, and God has been very kind that all my shows have been very successful, and I've always got the love and acceptance of the people. But as an actor, you want to keep growing and evolving. And unless you try something new, it's not going to happen. If you keep doing the same thing, you'll probably never evolve. And although it although it really doesn't matter that people still call me Parvati Bhabhi, or women across generations see me as this ideal bahu or mother and all, but still as an actor I want to do different things, and Mai was such a role that was giving me the chance to be able to, of course, play a mother, but a very different kind of mother. And they say whenever you have to try something new, do it with the right people. So again, like Vivek rightly said, that the platform, the producers, the team, everything. So this was a great sort of a platform to try something completely different from what I have done. And if it helps break the image, I'm okay. If it doesn't, I'm okay, because that was a phase which I thoroughly enjoyed, and this is a phase which I'm enjoying even more. So for me, to touchwood, it's a win-win thing.
It's a win-win thing. Vivek, you have your career has spanned across probably all the mediums, from films to
स्टेज नहीं किया लेकिन मैंने.
अरे stage, circle stage रहता है. Vivek, what do you find in a product like series which sets it apart? The format of this kind of storytelling. Why does this storytelling has suddenly found so much love? At least I would of course credit lockdown. People have actually started loving this 8 to 10 episode and also waiting for the next season to come for a highly anticipated product. How do you see the series has given artists, I would say, I would just call them mere actors, to come out and perform roles which otherwise, as you said, don't even get the visibility, however good the craft is?
Yeah, it's really changed a lot for actors. It's really because these are such long storytelling formats that every actor gets enough. They have to, in the screenplay they go into every character's थोड़ा detailing करते हैं,
Backstory, yes.
जो कि सिनेमा में नहीं कर पाते हैं ज़्यादातर. So you get a chance to do a lot more than because it's double than the size of a cinema. It's double 4 hours or it's 6 hours. So it's so much more lengthwise also. So you get a chance to do a lot more roles, and I think because the constraint of the सिनेमा में क्या होता है कि आपको थिएटर खाली करना पड़ेगा अगर आपका थिएटर भरे नहीं, जो कि OTT में नहीं है. So they don't have to, the Friday doesn't matter. It could be a Saturday or a Sunday or a next 1 month later, the Friday it could take off in a big way, the show. So that is another advantage where I think they are trying out new stories, new kind of storytelling. So I think it's such a great time for everyone, not just actors, for technicians, for writers, for viewers, for everyone.
Viewers, yeah.
Views, yes. I think I always say, and I'll keep on maintaining, we survived lockdown because of the content we could consume by the click of just a remote at home. Sakshi, Mai also touches upon the subject without giving any spoilers, where we have this strong mother avenging the child's death. And we have seen like a couple of Bollywood films where we have mothers in such narrative. You yourself are a mother. Does that, when you do such product, like such series, I would say, or such kind of stories, does it click at the back of your mind that how this, anyhow the world is going through this drastic change and the mother-child equation in this real world and it clashing with your screen kind of thing?
It does, but it's not a constant thing. So maybe while doing a certain scene, the thought just crosses your mind, but thankfully that's not the, it doesn't stay with you. Otherwise it would be very difficult to do this. Somewhere like as an actor also, you understand that it's a character, but it has an extraordinary circumstance, and it's a fictional character.
You don't have to take it
You
home.
don't have to take it too seriously. As in, you may not have reference points to it. You may have to do it organically, totally based on the script, with the help of what the director is telling you. So all these things really help, and it's not like that you completely surrender to it and you become that. But once in a while that connection does happen, you that thought crosses, because you're a mother, and I think that's a universal emotion what you feel for your child. So sometimes it does happen.
Vivek, I'll take this with you. When any kind of series has I would say, a hint of crime and a little bit of violence and that edge of the seat kind of thriller, people end up presuming कि अरे बहुत ज़्यादा एकदम ऐसे intense तो नहीं होगा. What for you? I will not ask this to Sakshi because she is the main person here. What sets My apart from what else we have been seeing around? What is the USP of My? Why would anyone should switch to My?
I would say the rawness of it, the realness of it, it looks like a real family. It looks like all these news reports that you read ना, some family going through, किसी family में कोई incident हो जाता है, unfortunate incident, and how the family deals with it. हम तो सिर्फ वही पढ़ के छोड़ देते हैं. उस family के साथ कैसा गुजरा होगा, how different people in the family must have reacted to the incident, कुछ ज़्यादा aggressive हो जाते हैं, कुछ they take it for चलो होना था हो गया. So I think the realness is, for me, would be the USP, I would say, compared to a lot of other products, which also try for the realness, but I don't think they achieve it. इसमें मैंने जितना देखा, I feel they have achieved that realness, the genuineness. आपको लगेगा कि really एक family है जिसके साथ ऐसा हो रहा है. ये really एक माहौल है, एक कहानी, मतलब एक बहुत ही real कहानी लग रही है, which I think really adds to the experience of watching, the show.
Sakshi, Netflix is known, I would say, particularly at this, belting out one of the most iconic screen characters, with be it Ravina and Aranyak. You have Shefali for Delhi Crime. I think with My, I can see the way it is looking. How do you see this new change scenario? Because when you were doing TV, you were one of the iconic characters, and now when you're coming to OTT, joining hands with Netflix as like your first stint with them, this looks like, as he said, as real and raw. Because towards the end of the trailer, I could see this bare face without makeup, very raw look of you, and you could just relate that yes, you're going to watch this. How do you feel? You might be that next big Netflix icon, as I call them, because Netflix and their female characters are a thing to watch for.
I just feel very happy to be at the right place at the right time, honestly, because I couldn't have asked for more. This kind of a role on Netflix, I think it can't get bigger than this for me.
For you too, if I have to ask you before we exit the chat, in today's time as actors, do you think, as Vivek mentioned this line, it has stayed with me, it's a very good time to be in the performing arts. It's probably the best time to be in the business.
Yes.
Totally?
Totally.
It is a very good time to be. The
And
only
for
thing is,
everyone. I mean, whether
Oh.
actors, writers, storytellers, everyone. I mean, there is so much to experiment, so much to explore, so much to experience, and so many different kind of stories are being told.
Exactly.
So many different formats. There are shorts, there are web series, there are films, there are interactive.
You name it and you have it.
So, I mean, there is something for everyone. And then you have an audience across the world.
And they would love to watch the newer content any day with the click of the remote. So
I have to say this, when television was going on, तो औरतें ही हीरो होती थी टेलीविजन में. मुझे लगता था यार, फिल्मों में जितना औरतों को साइडलाइन किया, उतना यहाँ पर आदमियों को साइडलाइन कर दिया.
Correct.
फिर OTT में आया तो मैं बोला चलो अब जरा मर्दों का
जमाना
वापस
आया.
लेकिन यहाँ पर भी वापस औरतें आ रही हैं यार.
कुड़ियों का जमाना. Hashtag very soon Netflix is going to have that. But thank you because without, as I said, giving any spoilers, whatever little of it I've seen, I've downed 4 episodes.
Wow.
I I am very, very looking forward towards the end. And I think it has a very cool potential to have a second season too, if it ends the way I am thinking, which I certainly think will not be the way. But thank you so much for the lovely chat.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.